visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were just
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 44, come on.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Trump. 44 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Here's Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check three.
Here's Connor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go.
Mayfield off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's game, baby. What's that? 20. 51 to Mike. Watch the run. You go tight. You got tight. Point it right. Hey, alert. 50 shots.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Alert. 36. Up. What's that?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
King! Lucky! Dad!
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on! We want it! Come to my world!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go!
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Hunt. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
King! Like that!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Mike's 42.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A give, running right is Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Regular. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check that. Check 15.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Hurry. Go, Mike 51. Real. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Get ready.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check 59. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. I'm coming after you. 3rd
and long for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good. 180. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Under 10. Under. Run. Check nickel. Under crush. Pistol. Hey, watch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 3. Watch pistol. Check. Point it right. Watch that.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to launch this thing way down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run again with Hunt. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Okay.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Mack, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Jackson now. Going right side here, and that's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. This is Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Mike. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 99. Check 99. Check it out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Browns are back in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. They've got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Check the backer, check the backer. Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Hey, 133. Regular.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mack Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A give right side now to Hunt. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Mack. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, they're scared.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Shrugs him off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Showing up. Check. Hey, alert 33.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Oh, look at this. All they need is the field goal to win. They've got the offense out there. They're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody